Yo, what's going on? Delta Neon here, and today we're gonna be winning, hopefully. We're gonna be using the top performing tournament decks, and honestly, we should get some wins here, right? First, we're gonna go with the lowest placing deck, which I think got 4th place, which is not bad, especially for an Arcanine deck. Maybe it's because it was an off-meta deck, but we got 2 Growlithe, 2 Arcanines, 2 Moltres, Aerodactyl actually with the Fossil, 2 Potions, X Speed, 2 Pokeballs, a red card, 2 Professor's Research, 2 Geos, and 1 Sabrina. Arcanine is an interesting Pokemon because it only takes 3 energy, it does 120 damage, but it does 20 damage to itself. That's like the main thing that holds Arcanine back. If it just did 120 damage, it would honestly be an insane Pokemon. And it is still a pretty good Pokemon, it's just not really that useful. And Aerodactyl can definitely snipe you some games if you get lucky and flip heads and set like a Charizard to the bench or any stage 3 Pokemon. That really sets your opponent back. Next up, we have a team that won a pretty big tournament in Japan, and it's actually Triple Mewtwo. So you got Triple Mewtwo, the double Ralts, Kirlia, Gardevoir stuff. 2 Potions, 2 X Speeds, 2 Pokeballs, red card, Professor Research, 1 Geo, 1 Sabrina. Now, something I do realize about a lot of these teams that like to set up is that they will run a red card, and I guess it makes sense because it's the only thing you can do to proactively affect your opponent's hand. So I definitely see why people use it. This is the deck for anyone looking. And the last deck we're going to be running is the one that won one of the biggest tournaments in this game so far, which is an electric deck. Has Blitzel, Zebstrika, Pincurchin, 2 Pikas, 2 Zapdos. Let me show the whole deck list. You also have 2 Potions, 2 X Speeds, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor's Research, 1 Geo, and 2 Sabrinas. This deck is definitely solid. Blitzel is honestly a pretty interesting Pokemon because it kind of counters your opponent retreating. Even if they retreat, you can snipe them with the 30 damage. If it's super effective, 50. If you get a Geo, you could get it to 60. And honestly, you could snipe like Blastoise trying to set up, or you can do pretty good damage to Bulbasaur's trying to sit down on the bench. It's pretty solid. But yeah, without further ado, let's actually hop into some battles, right? Alright, the first deck we're going to be running is Arcanine. Let's see how things go for us. We're going first, which is not the best, and they're running Dark. We do have a perfect start in terms of our hand, though. The nice thing about Moltres is that you don't really got to worry about getting a stage 3. It's just a stage 2, so there we go. We already got it. So we're in a good spot. We can pull Moltres here. That would be okay. We're just going to hold on to that Growlithe and end our turn. Does my opponent start with Weezing? That would be annoying. They get 40 damage instantly. Let's see. And are they running Arbok, Alakazam, Dratini? What are they running? They just put another Coughing, so we don't actually know. It's obviously a Koga Weezing deck, but what else is in there? Could be Wigglytuff. It could be almost anything. Which I guess is the good thing about Coughing, right? I don't think we actually want to set up an Old Hammer here. If they want to use a Sabrina, we'll be fine. I guess we should just evolve right now, right? Doesn't hurt us any. And if we get some coin flips, that'll be nice. If we get some nice coin flips, we'll be in a good spot. If we get 3, we could just switch it in next turn. Okay, not 3. But we get 1. Okay. I don't hate that. We got a couple turns to set up. The nice thing about Arcanine is we do one-shot Coughing. I mean, Weezing and Coughing, which is pretty nice. No counterplay to that. If we get a Aerodactyl, we will put the Old Amber down, I guess. They're Geoing, so they're gonna do like 50 damage to us here. That's not the worst. We could live a 50. Yeah, not much else to say. We're just waiting for our opportunity here. Got another Moltres. I mean, that's some HP on the bench, right? And I don't see any way they could knock me out here. I'm at 60 HP. They can do 40 at most. Yeah. So we're just gonna stay in here. We're gonna Inferno Dance. Kind of greedy. Doesn't matter though, in my opinion. No heads. 1 heads. 2 heads. Nice. We'll be giving 1 to Arcanine and 1 to Moltres. And there's no way they could potentially KO me here. Unless they pull Geo, right? Even then. They could do 40, 10. Yeah, I'll live. Ooh, and they do have the Weezing control deck with Arbok. But I think it's too little too late for them. Too little too late. Now we just switch in Arcanine and just keep tackling. Yep. Nice one. Aerodactyl is clearly the best. We didn't even have it. Alright, next up we have a triple Mewtwo deck, which I believe won a tournament with 300 people. 300 or 400 people in it, so definitely interesting. And it's running regular Mewtwo, which sooner or later we're going to get a better looking version. I expect it's going to be from the premium pass. Okay, they start with their Mewtwo. This is not great for us. They could one-shot us and we cannot one-shot them. And they started with a Pokeball, which we do have. Ooh, I think we red card them no matter what next turn. Just if they have Kirlia, get it out of their hand. Okay, never mind. I don't know if red card's that worth it anymore. Okay, 2 Kirlias here. Do we draw Ralts? We do. Do we red card? I think we save it. But they had a really good turn 1. Wow. They got their Fossil in their hand, they got 2 Mewtwo's and a Ralts. They did have Kirlia, that sucks. And they could start doing damage immediately next turn. We do have our Kirlia, which is nice, but this is not looking good for us. I don't want to potentially give them Gardevoir, but they could have Gardevoir right now. This is the bad position to be in, I think. I think we're in a bad spot here. If they had pulled Gardevoir, that's going to be very sad. I could have red carded. But there's no way to know, right? Oh, and they have Research. Did they get their Gardevoir already? They did. Damn. I don't know if they just pulled that or if they already had it, but that sucks. We are so behind now. Well, we're not even behind. It's just over. Straight up. I guess we would need to pull our own Gardevoir to be able to keep up. I don't know. Yeah, and we don't. Awesome. That's pretty awesome for us here. What do you do here in this position? I can't do anything. Yeah, I can't do anything. Even if I Sabrina, they send in their Fossil, discard it. We just got unlucky. That's it. That can happen with Mewtwo sometimes. They got the better Mewtwo right off rip. They got 2 Professors Research right off rip. They had a Pokeball right away. Like, what can we do? Honestly. There's nothing. And they're just gonna win. Nothing to do, nothing to see here. Even if I get Mewtwo, it's over. We got our Gardevoir! We got it! We win! I mean, we might be able to pick up a KO, unless they want to be mean. They could just throw in their Fossil here. But we tried our best. That's just what happens with Mewtwo sometimes. If your opponent gets perfect RNG, what can you do? And there was not really a good spot to use our red card there. Yeah, let's just go for Psyshot, I guess. What do they do here? I'm surprised that they didn't switch in the Fossil. They could have 2 X speeds. That's how we lose instantly. Let's see. Yeah, they haven't used X speed yet. It's possible. They just double X speed, switch to Mewtwo, Psy Shadow, and put the energy on Mewtwo. And it's over. But I mean, we still showcase the Mewtwo deck, right? We see what happens. Okay. So they can't one-shot us this turn, and I mean, doesn't matter, but that's cute. If we would have pulled Mewtwo this turn, we could have had a chance. Okay, well, I don't... That doesn't matter. Oh, 60 damage instead of 50. Watch out, guys. Watch out. Yeah. If we would have had Mewtwo at any point in this game, that would have helped. But we didn't. Which is pretty cool, honestly. At least we have 5 energy on our Mewtwo. I mean, on our Gardevoir. I just don't really know how this deck performed in the tournament that well. It just... Mewtwo doesn't feel that consistent to me. You need lucky draws. I got lucky with the Arcanine, but I feel like the Arcanine deck has less variations like this. And yeah, we get blown up. Alright. No point of healing there. We'll just go to the next game. We just had the unlucky draw here. Alright, this time we have a Pikachu deck that won an 1,000-person tournament. Sadly, we start with Zapdos, though. Versus another electric deck. And they start with Voltorb. Okay. This is fine, then. It's honestly not bad for them if they pull Electrode. But then they could just put Pikachu on the bench, switch instantly when they evolve next turn. Let's see what they have here. And am I stuck with the Zapdos curse? They have 2 Pokeballs. That's good for them. They got Pikachu plus something else. Oh, they just got 2 Pokeballs and research. Okay, well, their hand is way better than mine now. They got 50 cards. There's Immersive Art Pikachu. The last Immersive Art I'm missing, actually. Ooh, they double Pika here. Okay. Not the best pulls right now, but we're doing what we can. Here's a peck for you. No point of doing any extra damage or anything. Pikachu could do 110, so that's a little bit scary. We don't want to keep Zapdos in here for long. And if they Electrode switch to Pikachu, that's going to be pretty annoying for us here. Even if they X-Speed or something. Ooh, that's actually bad as well. Now Pikachu will one-shot us if it comes in, when it comes in. We got Pinscher Chin, so we have another Pokemon at least. But I think we're going to have to go for the Zapdos Gambit and hope things work out. You gotta switch or evolve. They could do 90. Yeah, we got a potion here. They could do a 90 with Electrode. Pikachu can still one-shot us, obviously, but that's 2 turns away from now. We just need to flip 3 heads. Next turn, we just Sabrina, and we hope we flip 3 heads. Unless they put something else on the bench. Then they probably don't even risk the Pikachus. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Voltorb. Do they retreat here? Let's see. They don't, actually. But Pikachu will knock me out, right? Let me see. If they don't have another bench Pokemon, how does this work? They will do... How much? 90? 60? They'll do 80. They'll still knock me out. Do we Sabrina? No, then they just switch on Voltorb number 2. Okay, we're just gonna go for Professor's Research. Got a Pokeball and Pokeball. Do we start building up Pikachu then? I feel like we do, right? We take our KO and then we build up our own Pikachu here. I think that makes sense. Maybe I'm throwing by giving them a 2-pointer right away. Especially when they have 90 damage. Maybe we go for Pinscher Chin, actually. Pinscher Chin. Pinscher Chin. Okay. They actually switched in Voltorb. Interesting. Do they have Electrode? Is that why? They're just flexing? Because I don't know why you'd do that otherwise. Because if I live this turn, then... yeah, they just reflexing. Okay. I was gonna say, if they stay in, I'm just gonna Sabrina and do the dice thing. The heads thing. And just hope that things go well. What do you got for me? Retreat into Pikachu, one-shot me. I'm gonna switch in Pincurchin and just hope I get heads. That's my plan. I'm pretty far behind. They got a better draw. It looks like we're running the same deck. Well, no, they have Electrode. We have Pincurchin instead. But this deck did win the 1,000-person tournament. And Pincurchin was on the team. Let's show them why he's on the team. There goes our Blitzel. Alright, Pincurchin. Show them what you're made of. Hit him with the paralysis. I think if we get 2 paralysis, we win for sure. There's 1. Okay, so we build a Pikachu now, right? Pikachu does one-shot us, so that is scary. Maybe I retreat. Run like baby. But does that really help me? I think I just need to get the heads. I need to put the energy into Pikachu and I need to get heads. Did that help? I feel like yes. I got the free switch. Now I just put 2 energy into Pikachu and I win. No? Yes? Let's see. Yeah, we live whatever they could do. Unless they Sabrina again, and even then we still live. I feel like that might have been a misplay from my opponent there. Unless there's something I'm missing. But I think we win now. They have to retreat. They gotta retreat their Pikachu. Because even if they Sabrina, we switch in our Zapdos. Yeah, they're gonna retreat here, obviously. And do 90. We gotta switch back into Pincurchin. That's scary. And we gotta get heads. Unless they don't see the play here. But I think they gotta switch into their other Pikachu, hit me for 90. I gotta retreat into Pincurchin, get heads. Even then oh yeah, I win, because then I get to switch. Okay. Wait. Yeah, I need to do that because even if I Sabrina, they just switch into Blitzel or something. I gotta get heads with Pincurchin. Okay, that's fine. We send in Zapdos, we live, we X-Speed into Pincurchin. Okay. All we need is a heads here. Let's see if that happens, though. I hope so, because that would be very funny. If Pincurchin actually wins us the game here. Come on, Pincurchin. Show them why you run Pincurchin over Electrode. Come on. Please do it for me. Do it for me. No, Pincurchin! Why would you do this? You folded us. You failed us all. Pincurchin failed us all. We actually could have did it. We paralyzed this turn. Then we retreat, switch Pikachu, one shot. Alright, I think we're gonna hop back in with the Mewtwo deck actually. Because we had a bad showing with it. Alright, we're locked back in with the Mewtwo deck. Let's see if things could go better for us this time. We start with the same Mewtwo, but this time we have Kirlia and Gardevoir right away. They are lightning, so they are faster than us. Like, they're faster setup than us. Let's see what they got here. Okay, Pokeball start is good for them. They got Pikachu already. They got Zapdos. Voltorb, actually. Okay, we have another Blitzel Voltorb deck. Looks like we got really set. We got set up pretty fast, though. We got double routes. Interesting. And we have our second Mewtwo. Our better Mewtwo. So the question now is, do I build up this Mewtwo or the good Mewtwo? The better Mewtwo, I should say. We're just gonna hope we get 2 X-Speeds, I guess. And we build up the Mewtwo that one-shots everything. Yeah, I don't know if that's the right play, because Mewtwo does one-shot everything on electric except for Zapdos. And even then, Zapdos can be one-shotted. So maybe I should have put the energy into Mewtwo. I'm not sure. Okay, well, I guess that's a good showing from Mewtwo, right? If you made it to the end, consider subscribing. And with that being said, this is Deltinian out. Peace.